great to have you with us from Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, this is what they're playing for. The group of six have known they can compete with the big boys all along, and winning a national championship has proven that. But now they've got to do it again and show they can be consistent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Chanticleers ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Miami's offense will have the football first. Malachi Tony, every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And, man, I absolutely love that from this quarterback. He is not a blazer. He's not going to outrun any defensive backs on the field. But I love when you take the space that a defense gives you. They want to play a certain coverage. They want to leave up all that space open. Nice job taking off, running early in the football game, setting the tone, showing the defense that you're willing to run.
Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. That's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
And the Hurricanes have this offense rolling. Right back to the well. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jacobs. Strong, firm tackle. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Chanticleers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And this matchup is going to be so much fun to watch because this defense, they're really, really good. And they like to take away what you do best. And a lot of times that means focusing on your #1 guy. Palmer, here's a problem. There's 2 in this offense. So I can't wait to watch how they handle both of these guys that can make big plays and what answers they try to come up with.
I think that's the big question, right? Because it's really hard as a defense to double two guys. And I think if you're on offense here, you want to try and change the picture, change the formation and alignment, use motion, try and confuse this defense, or at least force them to communicate to get the matchups they want to get. I think there's opportunities in this offense today with these two big-time targets outside to make some plays, but they got to be versatile, and they got to try to be as multiple as they can.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
Man, this is a defense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The shot that clears come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to Johnson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Barber. Dances away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Connection to the right. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
They'll try the left side. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the shot that clears pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Here's a little room there, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown! The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The play action fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Canes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll give it to Brown. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to fire. Fires downfield. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to the ground with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. To the air, it's Barber. Might be looking to run. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The shot to clear, send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run the counter. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes it on the run. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. The shot to clear is now ready to go on offense. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the shot to clears are at the line, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for...
X going for the goal line. Touchdown, Coastal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One thing this team has shown early this year...
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Quick step and go. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Porter. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Pringle. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. Got a little grass. He has 60 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. And the Canes look to keep this drive humming. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Trying to run, it's Pringle. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Man, I tell you what, this part of the field, once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking it out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The give to the left. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Running the red zone. It's Pringle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him.
Might have a chance. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. The shot that clears come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. They want to run it left here. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some.
There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the shot that clears with the 1st and 10. Trying the left side. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The shot that clears heading quickly to the line. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Compton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build onto the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Catch in the middle, it's Vaughn. Brought down at the 31, it is a 1st down. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fires to the wideout. The short hands, it's Jacobs. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Canes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that one's incomplete.
Hey, sometimes your quarterback's getting flustered and running all over the place, and that's the reason your offense isn't successful. Not that time. They had plenty of time to throw. Now let's see if we can get some execution at him moving forward.
Fires to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. to the right. At the 35, he's open. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 16, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to adjust the pattern. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. There's some room. The 20. Touchdown, shot to clear. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a run.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. It's complete on the right side. Still on his feet. Gashes him in the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Canes! They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. They want to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. He's brought down, and that one never had a chance, and the 2-point conversion attempt fails. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. The give on the inside. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll try the left side. Breaks into the open. The 40. Electrifying play. And man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just out. There's a crease. Got enough for the first. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. And the shot to clear is getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the big fullback. Tripped up for the tackle.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The give to the fullback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Slings it downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Finds some room. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The shot to clear is now ready to go on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Wants to throw. It's Barber. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Maybe a crease. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over him. If it works. They tried to follow up the big run with a pass and didn't work out for them.
No, how about a good job by the defense? You know, sometimes when you give up runs, you get more aggressive. You want to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage, and you want to overreact. The defense stayed calm, stayed true, came up with a big sack the next play.
Gets rid of it. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the 3rd down very manageable.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards.
Maybe some room here. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Hand off to the fullback. Can't get him to the ground. Touchdown, Coastal! And the upset still brewing as they answer with a score of their own. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. They'll go to the fullback. Does not get there. Boy, they stopped him just short of the goal line and kept him from getting the 2. Coming out with it, it's Compton. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Headed to the 4th, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. The give on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Lofton. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the
1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Tight end now in motion. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
He wants to throw it again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Chanticleer sideline, this offense is getting ready to take the field, and they know they are in command. They keep saying, eat, eat. They can't stop us right now. This is a top 10 defense. This is a little bit surprising here today, but guys, I feel all the momentum, all the chemistry and excitement over here with this offense. They just need to play clean football and take care of the ball to make this big upset a reality. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The give to the fullback. Could be an alley. Got enough for the 1st. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Right around 4 minutes to go. A potential upset brewing that could really shake up the rankings next week. Running inside. It's Alexander. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. About 4 minutes left. Upset alert fully activated, and the pollsters are watching. Creates a little room. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Right around 4 minutes to go. A potential upset brewing that could really shake up the rankings next week. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this
converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys
turning it on. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The shot that clears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Big fullback's got it. Hard running there. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
At this point on offense, late in the game with the lead, if you can run the ball, get a couple first downs, I mean, you can just bleed all these seconds off the clock and ice this thing.
Touchdown, shot to clear. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Compton. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Vaughn. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. Sets up the screen. Spins away from one. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point.
Makes a grab and room to run. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the tight end. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Yeah, and that's really, really good coverage. Defense had him blanketed, but this is a time in the game, Jesse, you're down. Offense, you got to make some plays. You probably got to start trusting some guys.
Yeah, because you know the coverage is going to be really, really tight. So nice job there by the target with strong hands through the catch, making a play for his QB. Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet inbounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. That's it, 5. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, on the sideline for the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, there is a lot of of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. They want that clock to run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. He'll run it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Takes a handoff. It's Edwards. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this run...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat.